Hi, good evening. Thank you for checking out Section Soul. My name is James. Tonight I'm going to be talking about a huge problem in sports, and that is tanking in the NBA. Everyone knows that there's been an issue for years that there's only now a few teams that are super teams that have been formed. The Golden State Warriors, the Cavaliers, now the Rockets, the T-Wolves. These teams are working together to build, a cluster of stars to go for the championship. That's great. I actually think it's really good for the sport. I think there's a lot of fun in having a few elite teams. But what about for the rest? What about for everyone else that are just tanking? What about for those teams that try to lose games on purpose so they can get a higher chance in the lottery to get a pick? Well, I have figured out what to do. I think I want to combine the single elimination style tournaments of March Madness in college basketball with the excitement, or with the and combine that with shortening the NBA season to 60 to 70 games, completely eliminate back-to-back games, start this tournament in April, and while this tournament's running, let the do it before the playoffs, after the regular season ends. So what it is every team that doesn't make the playoffs, the 16 teams that don't make it in, or sorry, the 14 teams that don't make it in, put them in a 1 through 4 single elimination tournament. The winner of which gets the first overall pick, and do that so the top 3 finishers get first, second, third, and even if you want to really extend it out so teams still don't try to tank, you can even go down to 5. So the 1 through 5 place finishers in this tournament would get the top picks, and then everyone else would go with record. So it would be incredible. The eliminates tanking. There is no reason really to tank anymore. There's no reason to be bad. You always want to be building, because even if you don't make it to the playoffs, you at least, if you have a good team, you have a shot at playing your way to the first pick. It would be incredibly entertaining. I mean, everyone loves March Madness. It's one of the coolest events in sports worldwide, period. And this brings that to the NBA. And instead of having, the last 2 weeks in April, or, last month and a half of the season be a long, slow slog with the few super teams having confirmed their spots, maybe there being a little bit of excitement who gets in the 7th and 8th seeds in either conference, which will definitely happen in the Western Conference this year for sure. We would have this single elimination tournament with all the bottom teams. So all of a sudden the hope for these fans is, oh man, if we just go on the right run, we win a few games, we get the first overall pick. It provides incentive to build a good team, to not just lose, to develop, to have some veterans around, so that when this tournament comes around every year, you actually have a good team to put out there. Then you would have, for teams that are just terrible, it wouldn't be a total loss. You would have the best or the worst record still getting either picks 4 on in that order, or picks 6 on in that order. Probably 4 on, because people would want, the really worst teams, they should get an opportunity to acquire talent. But that's so, like, even so, say the Nets this year, obviously the pick went to the Celtics, but they would have had an opportunity to go. They would have had an opportunity to go to the to pick 4th, even if they don't win the tournament. If they had held their own pick and they had the worst record in the NBA, and say they lose in the first round or the second round, like they probably would have done, they would still get the 4th overall pick. So that's minimum to get the 4th, 5th, 6th overall pick. But these teams still have a shot. It's the NBA. These are still professional athletes, and if you are providing a decent team, even if you miss the playoffs, you still have a chance to go get the #1 overall pick. And a huge thing, it would get rid of back-to-backs by eliminating the season, by shortening the season by a couple weeks, or maybe even 3 weeks, and just eliminating, do it by 2 weeks, but eliminate all the back-to-backs. It would improve the product on the floor, improve the health of these players, get rid of people resting on back-to-backs, get rid of like the Spurs or the Warriors or any of these good teams who are and should be resting players. It gets rid of that incentive. And again, for the overall grand scheme of the NBA, it really gives an incredible tournament that would be super exciting, and then it would be a great prelude into the playoffs. So that's my idea. I hope everyone enjoys it. Please comment, share. I think this could be a really special thing. So, and I haven't heard it from anywhere else. If someone has gotten this, great, congratulations. But otherwise, let's make this happen. Have a great night. Thank you.